most carries that suffers against the Blade Mail Axe, but with this lane setup, you know, you have the spin. Oh, committed spin. They're gonna go on this, I think. Looking on the back, carries that suffers against the
Now it doesn't quite have level 2, so no call, but Miposhka does have cogs if they wanted to try and do something here, and he will get the pushback onto Crystallize. In the meantime, Vanscore is just doesn't quite have level 2, so no call, but Miposhka does have cogs spam out they wanted to try and do something here, and he will get the pushback onto Crystallize. In the meantime, Vanscore is some trouble. The spins are coming at him. If that last one would have connected, that would have been big. And another pushback. Crystallize, no mana left, doesn't have a mango. So they're not going to have enough mana to spin for a while. This lane is going great for Empire. Oh, and how does that happen?
I think he fissure blocked him in. I wasn't watching, but that's pretty much the only way that'll happen is if you get fissure blocked.
He just
general outplay him.
He doesn't even have aftershock at that point. Yeah, there's no way that should have happened. They find the arrow over here on the mid lane. FN connects with it. Onto is able to get the jump away, and they're not going to be able to cogs him in. Nicely done by
That was
Snake,
a great
though.
silence. Great silence from.
Is able to get the jump away, and they're not going to be able to cogs him in. Nicely done by Snake,
That was a great
though.
silence. Great silence from.
Is able to get the jump away, and they're not going to be able to cogs him in. Nicely done by
That was
Snake,
a great
though.
silence. Great silence from.
FN has kept the lane in the exact same spot and denied and last hit every creep that's come his way. So he is just going to be a monster as this game goes on.
And now that the catapult is out, pushing the wave, realizing that no one is here, he's going to get a lot of damage on this tier 1 mid.
Can turn on his Bassi as well if he wants after he goes and picks up this DD. This tower is going to take a ton of damage. And meanwhile, Ghost X kind of been able to keep Crystallize out of the lane as well. So FN.
Oh, the sleep up top. Oh.
Open it up. There's the catch. Seneko in trouble. He's going to die. And the rotation coming in from Nyx Assassin doesn't look like he's going to be able to make anything happen. Meanwhile, FN setting up mid lane. Could be looking for an arrow. He's pump faking it. Arrow. Oh! That was really close.
That was pretty much a guaranteed kill if he hit that arrow. Still has that double damage. Bobs up.
Alright. Mapushka gonna head down bottom. Chappie's level 6, so this is an opportunity to take down General if they can find the right angle. In the meantime, Dendi is still jungling here on the Lina. It's really hard to come back to lane with FN already up at level 7. Seneko just used a TP accidentally, I think. So he does end up placing that ward. I think Mapushka spotted it, but I'm not positive.
I think even though Dendi isn't in lane, someone stacked like crazy for him.
Yeah.
So he's actually doing like okay, I guess. I mean, it's definitely not great, but it's enough stacks to keep him somewhat relevant in this game for now.
Yeah.
Definitely wants to make use of this Laguna Blade though. Any type of kill will help him. Laguna, very nice.
No way to save that one there. Mapushka looking for an opening, but it didn't end up happening. He is going to be able to take this haste turn if he wants to, or just save it for, looks like Ghost Stick, actually. And
General with the all chat wheel.
hey, man, got to do it.
Oh, he's getting really good at it. His timing is pretty damn good.
They have Omni Slash available. Trying to make this play. I mean, he forces out the spin. That's great.
FN TP'd up top thinking that there was potential there, but somewhat of a wasted TP. So just go back to the mid lane and farming.
And neither team really looking to try and pressure too heavily. That's going to end up being Ghost Stick aiding through the whole duration of the Omni Slash and is going to eventually fall, but Crystallize also taking some damage from the tower. Looks like he will be able to escape from that one. I thought for a second Ghost Stick was going to live.
You know, while you were watching the important stuff, I was watching FN farm the jungle. He was using his arrow to kill off the big wildkin and he missed it.
Oh.
And I was so happy when he missed it because it shows that he's actually human too, because I did this the other day too.
I like that. That's a good thing to notice. I mean, it's I feel like this hero is something that he's kind of become a better and better specialist on. We saw him just really dismantle Spartak yesterday on it. But I feel like Na'Vi, even though they were kind of struggling a little bit earlier, they're looking quite good now. Dendi's been able to hang out in the mid lane for a while. Jug can head off on his own. He's going to be coming back to lane again, but Seneko was able to get some experience here in the top lane, and they're getting their spells together. Their levels up. General got Laguna, or rather Reapered, but doesn't end up going down.
I was wondering if Chappie was going to like just follow him and try to finish him off with one stuff.
Oh, good silence again. And now maybe in a little bit of trouble. Ghost Stick, he's inside of him. They're able to get that damage out, and Crystallize is going to be able to fall, but they get the kill on the axe first.
That Calling Blade was so fun. FN is here now though. Try to turn this around.
There's a Sentry Ward here, and they're just inside of it now, and then it wears off anyways. But yeah, that would have been nice. So Axe just a little bit off the mark there. It was another great silence, and Seneko showing that even when he's playing a Skywrath Mage, you can have it as a defensive support.
Arrow the catapult, and get some damage up there. Roger's waiting out. He has the ulti now.
They had sentry wards that were further south. They're walking back to the sentries right now. And Roger's going to walk inside of it. Good play. There's the Fiend script. Man, Empire knew. They are all over that.
That was really impressive reaction from Vasco. He Fiend script him the moment he showed up on the sentry.
Yeah, they were pinging it out. They walked back to the sentry because I think they had an idea that Nyx was there.
Tower is under attack.
I wonder if they saw him like out of...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Because if they didn't see him at all and they just expected it, that's...
Next
very
level.
Is about to take the
all right, General's going to walk in for the Echo Slam. Get in there. Get in there. No, he's trying to make it happen. It should be enough now. I think, possibly. Echo? Mystic Flare? Everything? No, the Nightmare.
What?
And now the stick charges. And now the turn. Oh, God, no, Na'Vi. They're trying to face them, trying to see if they can get that kill. General will again escape and Reaper twice, live both times. But they dropped everything on Chappie. This hero is insane.
So I was kind of theory crafting this as one of the reasons why Bane would be picked up. And I was thinking to myself, I think it's actually pretty good to use sleep against Mystic Flare because you can avoid quite a bit of it. And that just really showed me how much you can avoid with it.
Yeah,
pretty
that
much
was
cut the Mystic Flare damage in probably more than half because of the hood on Captain. That's pretty high.
That was great. Well played. All right, Roger. He is again down here by the Necro. It's not an easy hero to kill off. Even at the best
in the story before.
Oh, Hasterin, Crystallize. Ends up getting him with the arrow there. Now the Blink Call reveal, and that will be the death of Crystallize. They get the all chat going. Ghostic gets him back.
The counter. They see what's going on. Maposhka, he's in position right now. The hook. He's gonna peek you in.
They got him. Nice little catch there. Dendy in trouble. The call as well. It connects. Hosal Busoum. Come on, you got to do it. Looks like Roger, though, should be able to Vendetta out of there.
I was trying to figure out what you just said right there, and I just realized that was the Chinese one, right?
Yeah, that's the one he just did. Ghostic just did it too. Oh, it's a 5-minute delay. You can only do it once every 5 minutes.
That was potentially the worst announcement I've ever heard.
Whatever.
I will have a very hard time finding anyone who can pronounce the Chinese that bad.
Whatever. You're a hater, man. Hosao Buso. Oh no, Dendy. Oh, he's gonna get called again. Chappie is there. Doesn't have the mana yet for the Reaper Scythe, but it doesn't matter. They still have the kill with the Fiend script being used. Empire were all over it.
That one. Back-to-back deaths from Dina does not help them at all. It's already 14 minutes in, and he hasn't even started on the remaining half of his Bloodstone. He needs about 2,000 gold still.
I mean, I think, though, you do have some things that are going, like, okay about this game right now. It's going to be a Blink Dagger done for General. So there's, like, ways to make this play happen and ways to pull themselves back into it. But they got to start making something happen right now. And maybe this kill onto Chappie would be it. Yeah, this is huge if they can make this play. But Chappie kind of having an inkling that something's going on. They might have to impale right now. Also, Ghostic is heading up to the top right now as well, smoked up. So they realize that Roger's in the area. They don't have any dust, though, to reveal him. And now Seneko and General in the area. They're going to smoke. Try and get out of there.
Instantly broke.
Yeah. Man. Well, it was a good fought by Na'Vi.
Very well. They're playing very well around this Nyx right now.
Yeah, from the earlier catch on the Sentry Ward and everything else, Roger? That was a little bit awkward. Maybe Na'Vi could put something together here. General's in the area with the Echo Slam if they want to go on it. Have the Impale. Chappie is there as well. It's kind of an awkward angle, and probably a good decision there. Just lets your Nyx die.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this deluge.
Let's see if Na'Vi are able to make anything out of this one. I think if they fail this smoke, it's going to be very difficult for them afterwards. Not having a smoke, it's just going to be so difficult for them to find any kind of setup.
Well, there's the jump forward, the call. Immediately gets the spin-off. This is a decent start to this as well, but the Fiend script comes out. Echo Slam takes them down. 2 kills. Now they're going to have to cancel TPs coming in. Clockwork? Okay.
So that was exactly what they needed. With that, he's going to hit tier 1, and they kind of equalize the game a bit.
Yeah. Well, Dendi now also first piece of that soul booster towards, well, I guess second piece actually with the arcane boots. Another hook shot though, and Dendi is going to be found out. They do have TPs coming in, able to dodge the hook. Now they're trading damage as well as Seneko, but it was not enough. He is going to end up dying, and it looks like Maposhka should be able to get out of here. No, all right, Roger might be able to take him down here. Another impale in a second, but he doesn't want to go for it. That's so disheartening.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, Seneko just ran out of mana, and Roger only having level 2 stun. They don't want to walk uphill. Oh, or General, he gets found out. Is he going to make it out of this?
No. Blink in 3, but he might be able to. Okay. Running, jumping, getting out of there. No, it's not going to happen. All right, Ghost got it.
That was pretty good attempt from General.
Now, 10-7 right now. Where are you looking for now for Na'Vi? Like, you talked about them not having any smoke, so it's going to be hard for them to make moves around the map. Do you think that you can just try and like farm it out a little bit, maybe get some wards up that are able to counter out some of this? Like, you know, they dropped this ward down right in front of the Nyx Assassin when he ended up dying, and it's still up there.
It's so hard for you to play a farming game against a team like Empire. Empire just putting so much pressure. They're just moving everywhere with this Bane and this Axe, while Necrophos just AFK farming. Like, Chappie is just walking into a lane, pushing it out, walking away, and they just can't do anything about it.
Right.
Same with FN. FN ready finishing his Manta, working towards that defusal now. It just seems so difficult for them to find a kill unless Juggernaut finishes the Manta defusal. The damage is not going to be there.
And well done as well. They do end up getting that D ward here, so they are at least starting to, you know, take a little bit better control over the maps. That way Empire can't just do whatever they want the entire time. And now Empire's vision's a little bit more contained. There's still this ward down here, but there we go. Just a TP away by Seneko, and Empire now looking for their opening.
Oh, they're going to find Dendi again.
This would be really big, and they are going to get him. A nice catch there. Crystallize can't get within range. They end up getting him and also take down that healing ward. The blink away, realizing it was all for naught. General had to get the hell out. Empire, in spite of getting dewarded, they're still playing this perfectly.
Rock it on.
Just being very patient, being at the right place, right time. They realize that it's so difficult for Dendi to farm lanes. He's going to be in the jungle, so they just find him there instead.
Yeah. Vanscore looking for an opening in the top with Maposhka, but it's just going to be Jug running away while Chappie farms out their hard camp. There's nobody from his team around him. This is so dangerous. And
though, he doesn't even feel threatened.
Oh!
Look at this.
Yep. Oh.
Because he's got power treads on, you know, he's got the wand. He's walking right up.
Oh,
they're walking into
God.
a trap.
They don't even end up using the Scythe for that, so they'll have Scythe for the next engagement if they want it. Man, Steven, I don't know. They are just getting rolled right now. Empire are looking so good.
I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that they're just stopping this Nyx Assassin at every turn. This Nyx Assassin just isn't able to do anything.
Is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Well, and it's you know, we've seen the utility that's coming out from this Bane too. Just in terms of like his moves around the map early on, setting up kills. That big nightmare save for the Necro when the gank went down bottom.
Is under attack.
Oh.
That was a pretty important turnaround.
Yeah. All right, Bloodstone is done for Dendi. We'll see if they can start stringing together a couple of kills and getting those stacks up a little bit.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So instead of going for the Radiance, Chappie is going to turn around, finish the pipe first. I think this is a solid choice considering the amount of magic damage that Na'Vi has right now.
Yeah.
Radiant's courier.
As this game progresses, you know, the timing on all the items is just, oh god, mid lane, those big, perfect timing they play now, Crystallize doesn't even stand a chance.
So how Buso? Did I get better that time?
Not at all.
Okay. Nyx Assassin ends up getting the courier pick off, so that is going to be no pipe for 3 minutes at the very least. But Maposhka having an inkling maybe that there are heroes around. Roger is going to make this walk down here to the south, and well, they ping out that there's probably somebody over there. They are just waiting for anybody to show up at all. General is also there.
Oh, they want to combo him. I don't think this is the right play. Don't do it, General.
Yeah, Axe is going to be ready to jump in and counter this in just a second. Roger there as well. Chappie walking forward. They're still all right here. If Dendi shows himself, if any of them show themselves, it's going to be a disaster. They jump in, they find the initiation, the turnaround. Echo Slam actually able to interrupt it, but Chappie walks away. They force the Bloodstone deny, and General now also going to die. Na'Vi thought they read him like a book, but Empire, they were 2 pages ahead.
They were so far ahead. That was the most next level bait. Time and time again, people don't respect the Necrophos.
It's mine.
Necrophos just laughs at your damage and walks it off. I mean, to be fair, they were pretty close, but still, couldn't get the job done. And that's another failed attempt on the Necrophos. I think that's like, what, 3rd time they tried to kill him?
Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, we've always talked about the fact that, like, Necro's a good hero to take out at the start of a fight if you can, and you'd expect you'd be able to, but it just, with all of the great positioning and Empire understanding where Na'Vi are around the map, like, they're ready constantly and counter it.
Empire just have great map movement going on this game.
All right.
Well, like, once again, the big issue Na'Vi have right now is that, like, when they were in the draft, it felt like the draft was just like a counter pick and just kept going back and forth. Right? And then at that point, it really comes down to the timing of the items. Juggernaut really suffers against Axe once he finishes that blade mail, and that blade mail came out before Juggernaut even finished items. So if he's struggling now, like, even when he finishes items, this Axe is always going to be ready for this Juggernaut. All it takes is one call.
Yeah. Well, and he's building towards the BKB next as well, so that way he's not going to get things canceled at a later date. Lina obviously needs to get into a 4-staff. Dendi has really just been held in check this entire game long, while FN has done whatever he pleases and has Manta Diffusal Blade done. Roger, oh man, he's going to get nightmared here. The arrow is set up beautifully. Going to be able to find the kill. No fuss, no muss. Empire doing it again.
You know it's a bad sign when you're playing Lina, right? And Lina, one of Lina's greatest strengths is her ability to farm. Like, she farms incredibly quickly. And she's like 4,000 net worth behind the carry and under attack. That's when you know the game's pretty poorly for you.
Yeah. That's not where you want to be for sure. General DD, they're walking in. They do not want to fully go for the Roche kill yet. It's one of the ways to definitely throw away a lead, is losing a big old Roche fight. General? He's thinking about it.
He has a double damage, so he could potentially kill someone.
Look at how much damage. 660 damage. Go get him. Go get him, Tiger.
Oh, he's doing it.
No.
Oh.
He's outside of range.
The wave died too quickly. He was going to go for it.
Yeah. Now, that's too bad. And now that opportunity has been lost for the moment. Well, let's try and figure out what else you can do right now if you're Na'Vi. Could you try and think about, like, stealing Roshan yourself, or they're gonna go and try and kill the Necro again, aren't they?
This time, I mean, at least this time it's like a better attempt, sort of, because they actually see everyone. But little do they know, here comes the smoke.
Oh,
this is gonna be so bad.
Oh no! Run away! There's the jump forward, the call. They caught him. Well,
that's the first one.
They didn't end up getting him. Instead, they'll find Roger. So push back from the cogs and gone. I mean, you have to take chances at this point. That's the big problem.
Yeah, you do have to take chances.
Money to burn.
And I
think all things considered, losing your 2 supports is actually not even that bad. But well, Crystallize get caught out. Blade Mail dunk.
20 hats from the axe.
Well, 26 minutes in, 11,000 net worth lead, right around 13,000 experience. Big Echo Slam, open it up, but is it going to be enough to find the kill? Ghostic gets the call, gets the run away. Dual Scepter, all right, and that should be the death of him now. At the Gege, indeed. Meanwhile, mid lane, Dendy's caught out again. At least the players are having fun. Yeah, they're being friendly about it. It seems like.
I'm sure they've all been playing European FPL. I'm sure they've all bonded over that.
Got knocked down.
Yeah. Well, that was the last tier 2. All that remains is in the Roshan as well as breaking high ground. So, Poshka, I think he did this yet. Did he do this yesterday? He was playing Earthshaker, right?
Yeah, he did the same thing.
He was in this position. Yeah. This is his go-to spot.
So what they gonna do? It's so hard game for Navi.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Come back.
Radiant think fortification can save them. Any port in a storm, they're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
I'll take that as tribute.
Radiant's top tower just got sent to the bottom. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Interesting.
Radiant's courier just drowned in a pool of blood.
The prize is mine.
I'll just get cost gain 21st for it. This Navi new lineup with Crystallized for carry. This Empire almost the same lineup for the TI7. Only just Shappy is not on TI7, just Resolution. And Resolution just now on to OG. Is Dream Green. Now to go for Roche. Push from top. Will they contest this Roche? I think not.
Radiant's top tower is on the
aggressive win. Good win. Good day. Oh, they committed. They commit that Echo Slam for that support. So painful now for Navi. How can they come back? It's about 10k goal network lead. Oh, and again. There's so much lead now for Team Empire. But in the bet for the DOTA2 launch, now we was about 78% lead. What a bet! No.
Dire structures are fortified. Mega kill!
Not the strongest enemy I've grabbed.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower
Hard
is under attack.
game for Na'Vi to come back. They are dead for nothing, just one by one. Go die, go die. Ouch, that sleep from Bane was nice. Oh, and this arrow, oh, X cord. Will be dead. Next assassin just die. How can we get this middle tower? It is still alive. It is still alive.
Dire's middle barracks have
And
fallen.
one lane's legs was down. Now go for top. Good day. Do something.
Dire's top tower
Yeah, X
is
at the
about to
back
take the plunge.
for supporting. Just 3 legs.
Dire's top tower is
Ouch,
under
and this
attack.
jump inside the tower. Oh, they have an Aegis. So what? Didn't use any Aegis now?
Waves are breaking against Dire's top barracks. Dire's top barracks have fallen. Someone should help Dire's top
Should
barracks.
be the Empire game.
Dire's top
now.
barracks have fallen.
About 70%. It's the Empire now. It's in the hands.
Dire's top shrine is under attack. I wreck any undersea cable I get my hands on.
And now the call of GG for Na'Vi. GG. Good game, well played.
幕が開いたような終わりなき物語命がぶつか ちらたち時を超え真空の自信をが立ち上がる勇気を引き合わせる受け継ぐ愛を定めと呼ぶなら微笑む目で月の手を闇を欺いて刹那を交わして刃すり抜け奴らの隙をつけ貫いた想いが未来を開く Like a burning stone 熱く Like a burning stone 血脈に刻まれた因縁に浮き上がる消えない誇りの絆握りしめて
Radiant's turn to ban. Seconds. Dyer's turn to pick.
Hello guys, welcome to the game 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again. We're going to be taking a look at the StarLadder I-League Invitational Season 3. It is game number 2, Na'Vi facing off against Team Empire. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Aosin. Had to clear up a couple of misconceptions in chat. Some people were concerned that I didn't apparently know that Resolution was on Empire at TI7. That's not what I was referencing earlier. I was referencing the team from Empire that qualified for TI, which did have Chappie in it. Obviously, I'm just a mongrel and I'm not good at explaining myself, but I want to make sure that people knew that I was not that silly. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Steven, how you doing, my man? You having yourself a good old day?
Dyer's turn to pick.
Let's see for the pick ban for Na'Vi and Team Empire in Game 2 in the best of 3 series StarLadder I-League Invitational Season 3. Native Team Empire. The first two ban,
5 seconds remaining.
Na'Vi was Nature Coforce on the most imbibe announced at this 7.06 patch now, and Night Stalker in Void. Oh, the vision and the crowd control. I think it mean crowd disable for the team. At the first pick, 2 Clockwork and Disruptor for Na'Vi. Earthshaker Unleashed for Team Empire. Clockwork with Earthshaker. I think it's the same thing last game. except the support Lich that disruptor. So the ban was Meepo, Darkseer and Door Ranger. Is now time to Team Empire for the ban. Let's see what strategy for this whole team was.
Remaining.
Could it be the nice. Especially the Clockworks was the counter heroes for Earthshaker, or the Bad Rider was banned for Team Empire. Now the third pick for StarLadder or Navy. What would it be this hero to pick?
10 seconds.
Disruptor and Clockworks can be combo
5
for
seconds remaining.
one versus Disruptor Ultimate. Kinetic Field, Clockwork Ultimate.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Oh, and Bloodseeker, another one that can combo these three heroes. Also Lich with the high armor. Also can deny Kiri
10
in the laning
seconds.
phase. It's so much worth it.
5
Checker for
seconds
Roman.
remaining.
Team Empire pick. What was it be this hero? To counter Othermost hero the Team Empire plays. What will be the heroes? Counter Othermost hero the Team Empire plays. Team Empire will lead game for 1-0. I think it's the best of 3 this series. The lineup for StarLadder is Sonico for the Dark Band, Crystallized new carry lineup. Oh, the Viper, most strongest hero in laning phase. That poison, that harassment. So Sonico for the captain for Navy, Crystallize the new carry
5 seconds
in this
remaining.
lineup. Dandy, Roger, General, and Team Empire Miposhka, Ghost Stick, Van Scorf, and Sharpie. I think Resolution was gone to OG now. Yeah, it's called Dream Green now. The fourth pick for Navy. So Team Empire have the most durable heroes now. Viper, Lich Armor, Earthshaker, Follow Me, Clock Disruptor, and Bloodseeker is the most. I think it's not the most, but this combo is the great combo. Disruptor, I have to pay. I used to play one game with Disruptor. I'm playing Disruptor and my friend play Bloodseeker.
Dyer's turn
I'm
to
just
pick.
rapture them
Enchantress.
and then glimpse, and they die. Just die in glimpse. Oh, and the fourth pick for Navy is Enchantress. Maybe
10 seconds.
now
5
the fourth
seconds
pick for
remaining.
Team Empire. What will this hero be?
Here's the Radiant Band.
Oh, Phantom Lancer. So they cut out Earthshaker for the first pick, Phantom Lancer. for anti-counter Phantom Lancer. Now the last band for Na'Vi is Enigma. Enigma, the crowd control. Let the place voided. Pushing strategy. I think it's not pushing strat now. Maybe the first laning phase and the mid game will be more ganking and roaming game. Oh, and the band is an axe again. But the last pick for Team Empire was axe. I think 2 Core Viper Phantom Lancer axe for the offlane list support roam Earthshaker. Now
5 seconds remaining.
The last pick for Na'Vi. They have so much time to think now. Maybe the mid lane for Na'Vi will fight near the Viper or PL. Maybe they need some more damage and the armor reduction. TA, maybe TA the TA is the good hero with Viper or Lich, also Earthshaker. So much more magic damage. Whoa, and Lina again. Lina for the mid lane, Dandy, Roger at Enchantress, Crystallized for Broad Seekers, Nickel Disrupt the General Cockworks, Miposhka, Earthshaker, Van Scorlish, Chappy Viper, FN, Phantom Lance, Ghosting Axe. Now let's think for about laning. Middle, Nate, Swinzer, is Dandy, Roger, maybe offlane or jungle. Crystallize top safe lane, so they go for the safe lane too. General, ganking and roaming. And this one, Chappy for middle, before Shika ganking goes the off lane when it's go for support FN in the safe lane. Now, let the game begins. Game number 2 of series best of 3. Na'Vi versus Empire. So Niesta, Brosta, Niesta, Niesta, Brosta, Niesta. Etakeke means it's GG. It's GG. Like that is GG. Eta, Rosta, Niesta, Niesta. So the game begins.
And we're underway.
Just going for warding. Oh yes, that for. Earthshaker. Nicely ward there. have some so sleepy now. Somehow. Maybe I need some friends. This caster. Help me.
Empire has succeeded before the first wave comes up. They've done what they needed to. I think quite smooth selling in terms of laning.
Well, an Axe picking up the poor man's shield. Not often that you end up seeing that. Usually ends up trying to like build into a Vanguard or something else instead. But maybe a signal that Ghost Stick wants to get an early Blink Dagger and start moving around the map and making stuff happen. Make sure that you really can dominate this lane.
Yeah.
The other thing about this board, is that it doesn't block anything, but it's very likely that this is where Roger's going to start. So as long as they can see where the enchantment's moving around, they really don't have to like feel threatened by any kind of rotation.
Yeah.
He's really the only one who can make things happen.
And they'll know if he ends up going mid because he's not showing up there on the top side as well. So yeah, very good stuff there. It is going to be a creep block here by General as well. As Roger waits for the first round of camps to spawn. We'll see what that ends up being for him. And Vanscore is actually just going to come into the mid lane, sit here, and deny Dendy.
At mid though.
It's going to be frustrating. Wildkin, not the best. Is it ever worth it just to try and like, is he just going to tornado and leave it there the entire time?
Yeah, it's like the best thing you can do.
I think it's hard for Dendy.
Well, it's not going to be there in time.
Oh,
wait, tornado.
All right, Dendy, first blood with a little bit of help from the dancing man over there to the side. Look at him go. Super happy.
Talk like why
I don't know if they show too much respect to the tornado or what. Maybe they should have just chased after him, but that tornado does so much damage.
Yeah. Ain't no joke. I don't normally expect to see that much coming out from a tornado, or that much.
This wave with the third skill was so damn tanky about, how do I say, it's magic resistance for 25%. 25% is about whole of defense. He had whole of defense. Just like that. 25%. Oh, and it's dive in the tower. Oh, the nice juke from Phantom Doppelganger. Nicely one.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Just what I need. Stop it, cold.
The fast pushing from Na'Vi.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Could this be? Could this be? I think the sad PL. Oh, can him? Oh, the courier is coming.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Prosta, niesta. Oh, initially was Q and score. Oh, niesta, prosta, niesta. So lonely.
Kind of work out.
Yeah. And Roger here is going to be able to pick up a second Satyr Tormentor as well if he wants to. So the double Hadoukens are going to be in full force. It's a lot of damage. 160.
Yeah. Satyr Tormentor was just one of the creep
I think Dendy saw him. He's getting
that
really
had
frustrated.
much more damage.
Oh, I'm not gonna hit the block.
Can't block it with this feature.
Well played by Dendy. Not getting caught by that one. Now the question is, will they be able to find themselves FN up here in the top lane for the kill? Does have only 1 point in that doppelganger, and will the dodge away from one? Won't be able to dodge away from the other. That will stop the pressure right there.
This is important though. Roger is doing what he set out to do. He's putting a lot of pressure on FN, so this Phantom Lancer are not going to have a good start at all. Only has 8 CS.
Now the rotation of the support for this top lane.
Yeah. Right. Doesn't feel like it's going to get a whole hell of a lot easier. Does have enough gold right now to go pick up the poor man's shield if he wants, but he's just going to keep on taking these punches to the face by virtue of the shockwave. Still 2 left on each of them. Not to mention just the aura and how good it is.
Ooh, that's
God,
good.
look at that.
It's just all over the place.
It's like a little mini game in and of itself. General level 4.
No, here it comes again.
All right.
He's trying to bait out the doppel.
Give him the old 1-2.
Just
But it's going to be a tower taken at sub 5 minutes, it looks like, is Na'Vi ready to make this happen. Seneko is moving up to the top lane as well, so maybe they can find a punish here. And well, FN, he's going to end up dropping here. They end up finding that kill. And now more coming their way. Seneko does have glimpse, but just outside of range. Or Shaker's able to escape.
No, not Grims now.
Dyer's top tower is about to
5 minutes for the first tier tower.
Team with this Enchantress right now.
Yeah, felt like he had to turn it up against his old teammates. Ghostic, in the meantime, going to try and run down Crystallize here. He does have a call, but with not many creeps around, they don't want to end up going for it. Seneko.
What? That is so unlucky.
I think it's the best way
33
to come
damage.
back home. It is denied from creep.
FN's got to be so. They're one lane that was supposed to dominate. Not really dominating. You're playing as Lina against a Viper Lich, and you manage to hit level 6 at the same time, well, not really the same time, but you're only a little bit behind the Viper. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. It makes me wonder even if, like, did they need to keep the Lich there? Could they have sent the Lich down bottom maybe and then tried to shut down the Bloodseeker a little bit more instead?
No, I don't think so. I think, like, keeping him there is fine, but unfortunately, you know, Lich just doesn't really offer too much except for annihilating one lane. All he can really do is try to shut down the Lina. I think Lina is the best target to shut down the Bloodseeker.
Fair enough. They're going to be going for a pull here. Maposhka, as well as stacking up the camp. This could be a nice thing to pick up for Ghostic a little bit later on, as he's going to run at Seneko. There's the call, and maybe going to be able to find the kill, but the counterplay comes in. General there creates some problems as Ghostic is going to fall. Well played. Na'Vi just have all the answers ready.
General and Roger putting the team on their back right now. Both of them are playing spectacularly. Roger's almost level 6 as a roaming Enchantress. That's a very big deal.
And this is the type of hero that can start taking off once you get decent amounts of farm in them. Going for the Hand of Midas next. As the wraparound could come shortly. We'll see if they decide to push out the creep wave there. It's just going to be a fissure to the face for Dendi.
Healing power.
But 8 minutes in, 5-1 so far, and top net worth all held by Na'Vi with the exception of the Viper, who's second in net worth.
Both of them denying it.
So is this the answer for Na'Vi? Just have General, or rather Roger, run around and make things happen for you early?
It's a solid game plan compared to the other one.
Yeah.
At least there is, you know, an answer for the early game.
Oh no, Ghostic. He does have Tranquils, trying to juke, trying to drive, trying to get out of there, but I think he's going to die. They have hookshot to follow, able to catch him. Battery assault is there. He is gone. Maybe a TP rotation in. FN wants to get it. I don't know if they're going to be able to take him down because now they have a rupture, and FN just going to have to eat that.
That was a good try by Mapochka, but outplayed both of them. Mapochka knew that he would have to either block him off with a fissure or block him off. He has to block him off with a fissure first and then body block the hook afterwards. Fortunately, missing both of those.
Crystallize has already been able to finish off the hand of Midas. Brown Boots Midas. And not a great way to punish it either. Team Empire. In a very tough situation now. So if you're Na'Vi at this stage, what is it that you need to try and do to sort of secure this lead a little bit? Because it does sort of feel like if they get picked off a few times, it could swing very heavily back into the favor of Empire.
I think what they should focus on right now is shutting down the Axe as well as the TL. I think you leave the Viper. I think Viper is something that you can't really deal with unless for some odd reason he's like completely out of position. Rupture him and have a arena there. But I think the Viper pretty much is someone you have to leave alone. So focus on the other people.
Okay. Let's see if they do that. Probably just a combo of like, what, Enchantress roaming into their lane then and causing issues, or I guess maybe once Disruptor gets 6.
I think you make kills happen with General. You want at least someone with General. He'll set you up kills, and then hopefully from there you can actually convert it to towers and Pochka. Almost going down. Ooh, that was so close.
Yeah, he's barely gonna live there. Glimpse already having been used, so Disruptor not able to find that kill. Now General, as well as the Disruptor in the area, they ping out where they think the Axe might be, and Axe is gonna be forced to go up to the top lane. Still a bit more than 1,000 gold away from Blink Dagger. But instead, they have been able to find themselves a Viper. I don't know if this is the kill that they want to try and go for, and in fact, Champion might just be able to turn this around onto them. He has 11 stick charges available. He's even able to save those. Meanwhile, the call, a little bit off the mark. So Disruptor gets away.
This is why you gotta focus on the other cores and not the Viper. Viper is just so annoying to deal with. It's very difficult to get a kill on him, especially with the way he's itemized. He's always walking around with strength spread. He's got the wand as well as the Ogre Club. Extremely tanky Viper right now.
Denied.
6-2 with 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 4k lead for Na'Vi. Item lead. The first item Crystallize was Midas help Midas Na'Vi. Didn't score
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
And I think it's another Midas now.
Axe live.
Goal lead for
is about to flounder.
So XP for it. How can this Phantom Lenses wide? No.
I tested
Die. Just die. Look at this aggressive ward. This so aggressive ward for Na'Vi. Look at this, their jungle. So many wards for dire jungle. At this act. Could it be worth it? Oh no, just get crossed. The committed chain force for Q.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff win.
Died.
Here comes the gain for the Shakers. Will they go? Yeah. Ready for the X. Disruptor can. Ouch! That grips back.
Bury me beneath the endless grasses.
That echo slam is for killing. Yeah, killing. That support. Yes. And when he come to farm and middle.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a
I think
stiff
with
wind.
the tower here, tier 1 tower, that means let's go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
middle tower
Now Empire is going. Were, yeah, whatever it be.
is drowning.
They got to get bottom tower.
Dyer's top tower
Now
is
we
under
stick
attack.
at top lane, pushing the towers, pushing strat.
Radiant
How
using
could
echolocation.
this
Dyer's
be
top
the
tower
pushing
is about to
strat?
take the plunge.
I think this one
Dyer's top
Enchantress,
tower
the
has
pushing strat.
fallen.
They can control the creeps.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
She got that bone charger or whatever it's called. Catapults. Yeah, they got catapults. Oh, axe. Oh, no, axe. No. I think it's a dead axe.
Is about to take
Or
the
maybe,
plunge.
oh, that ultimate. Oh, this from General. What a miss. Oh, nothing. Just die. Viper just got Dragonlance now. PL go for Diffustor Breed.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Dyer's bottom tower won't last long.
Killing spree!
The softest heroes in this game, I think,
Couldn't withstand
it was
this
Disruptor, cause this she has she has the armor. It's plus the armor is 410 or something. High armor, 9 armors. What? 9 armor is 4. It's the tanky and slowly attack us. So on. Farming. Then they just got Broadstone. I think the next item for Dandy. The Shadow Race. Yeah, Shadow Race great. But be careful, the dust, sentry, and gems. Here they go. Oh, that was catching. Bob. Oh, this guy. Oh, this Viper. She got silenced. Oh, this Broad Seeker just farms so well. He has all Midas and nearly square lyrics. Come full radiance. Just about 200 goals away from the radiance. This PL somehow for a long road to get this diffuser breeds. Also, Dandy nearly get the shadow breeds now. Nearly got it. So let's see the strat of this team.
This is going to be a PL that can fight a little bit more early than he might have been able to otherwise.
I think he kind of has to fight at this point.
Yeah.
They need him to fight. Otherwise, they're never gonna catch up, in my opinion. They need everyone to be able.
And a hook shot
The final light strike array is there. That's already going to be the dead axe, though. And now FN forces the doppelganger away. Chain frost bouncing. It's actually going back and forth between General and Dendi. But they don't have enough damage. That's going to be 2 more kills. Crystallize going to live through that as well as Chappie just tries to get his way out. But it's just they keep on not being able to find anything besides the disruptor. I think if you're fine with that if you're Snako.
Is under attack.
Definitely happy with that. It's just so hard.
Dire's middle
He
tower
doesn't
just
even have
got
his
knocked
defusal blade.
down.
Or he just finished it. Like,
Tier 3 tower was gone. Oh. The left was on the bottom lane.
Well, Na'Vi certainly playing this one well. Dendi having a much better game. He was 0-7 last time, 6-1-0 this time. Quite the turnaround.
yeah, this is the kind of farming game you want to have. Yeah. Go all over the place, combo up, wave after wave, and just build up the scoreboard. Gonna teach travel as well now, so he's gonna give it a good push.
Not to mention, maybe give a Bloodstone deny to heal back up this team and then CP back in afterwards. 19 Bloodstone charges. He'll be returning very quickly if he does end up going down. And meanwhile, wonderful Crystallize doing his best Naga Siren impression with those illusions.
Looks like Na'Vi want to make use of this Aegis. They go for that last two. That's probably gonna be as much as they get.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So
Maybe a little bit of damage on tier 2.
Earthshaker, no mana, no HP. He's going to have to go back home. Otherwise, they might have thought about being able to fight. Looks like they're all getting out of there. Blink Dagger done. Is this the point where Empire try and go in and actually take a fight themselves, or do you try and wait out the Aegis?
I think you wait out the Aegis. Too difficult to fight Aegis. I mean, you saw what happened to them, right? They managed to kill off the disruptor without him casting anything, and they still lost the fight.
Alright, FN going to be able to bait out the hook shot. Now TP back. Oh, and now no hook shot. Maybe an opening here. He is going to get ruptured again. FN, not what you would love to see, but now the Chain Frost bouncing in only one time. Not really as much damage as they would have wanted. Roger's still a liver. They take down the Earthshaker as well before he gets any spells off. Vanscore is going to die. It is all falling apart here for Empire. Na'Vi taking full advantage. He's going to be taking a tier 3 tower as well.
Great plays by Roger. He's so tanky right now. I know he's got his bonded Dragonlance, but with the nature of
Dire structures are fortified.
Especially since he's got that level 4 flexible. He does finish all on Dendi. This was a very big kill.
Wow, no deny even. And they are going to end up losing the axe, but you take that every day of the week. They are not actually going to get this tier 3 tower, I don't think. Maybe they do. But with everybody back up, and I guess Dendi coming back in as well, that's the scary part. All right, Echo Slam is available if they can find the right angle, if they can open up onto Na'Vi. Na'Vi sticking around. Now they need to get out without losing anybody. Static Storm had already been used as well.
Looks like they want to stay. They're going to leave.
Yeah, Aegis is dead at 30 seconds. They need to get out.
That seems better.
All right. Well, that's pretty good for the. That's pretty good for the first Aegis of the game.
Now he has BKB as well, and they're going to be able to take
Dire's
down
top shrine
giving
has
themselves a very
fallen.
nice net worth lead. They're already 17k up. That's a pretty damn big lead for 24 minutes.
That's insane. All right, Aegis down. A smoke gate coming from Team Empire, and Radiant read them like a book. They know exactly. Oh wait, no, wrong one. That's the other scan. They don't read them like a book. They don't see anything. Matter of fact. So, looks like Empire aren't going to be able to find anybody here. They probably have an idea that they're over there on their hill. And in the meantime, Creep Wave is going to start to push out on the bottom lane. Do you think that Na'Vi need to wait for the next round of Aegis before they try and pressure again for high ground, or?
Kind of hard to say. I feel like they're just so far ahead right now. They really need it to break it. I think they can like slowly beat them. Or, I guess if you want to play it really safe, you just wait for technology, keep farming up the entire map, drop some crystal board.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Chappie maybe baiting this out here. General's up on the high ground. Empire don't have vision of the map, but now seeing that rocket flare, they should know that General is up here.
For the twins.
So what's the item that you really need to wait for on Empire that helps to turn it around for them? Is there one really, or like it feels like they have all of those main core items that they need to take an engagement now?
Yeah, I feel like they pretty much have everything. Maybe I think the biggest issue right now is that
right.
So if you can get at least an item or so, maybe you stand a better chance, but until then, not really.
I mean, in comparison to the Bloodseeker, it's a completely different story. Radiant's BKB and a plate mail versus Diffusal Blade Treads. But a call forward, able to catch onto one. This is a decent beginning. God, this Clockwork is just so freaking tanky, though. General Blade Mail already there, and the Laguna Blade comes out. Maposhka is gone. So too will be Axe as he ends up being found. FN trying to deal the damage. It was never going to be enough. Chappie, the lone survivor, but not for long as GG gets called. And Na'Vi strike back. Game number 2.
Top tower is under attack.
If FN doesn't have a good game, I'm very impressed. I did not expect it to be that one-sided. Na'Vi